The secret to relationship success, the 80-20th rule every woman must know. Here's the hard truth, ladies. You're doing way too much in your relationships, and most of it doesn't even matter. You put in endless effort trying to be the perfect girlfriend, wife or partner, always showing up, always giving, always trying to make things work, and yet you might still feel like your relationship is draining you instead of fulfilling you. Why? Because 80% of your relationship success comes from just 20% of what you do. The problem: most women are stuck focusing on the wrong 80%. The things that feel important, but don't actually make a difference. But by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to identify the 20% that actually works, so you can stop overgiving, stop overcompensating, and start feeling truly valued and loved in your relationship. Sounds good? Let's dive in. What is the 80-20th rule in relationships? To understand why you might be exhausted in your love life, let's start with the foundation. The 80-20th rule, also known as the Pareto principle, is a concept borrowed from economics. It basically says that 80% of the results you get in any area of life come from just 20% of your effort. Think about it in your job. 80% of your success likely comes from just a few key tasks. In your friendships, a small fraction of your closest friends bring you the most joy. In your fitness journey, a few habits make the biggest impact on your health. And guess what? The same applies to love and relationships. In your relationship, 80% of what makes a man cherish, respect, and commit to you comes from just 20% of what you do. The issue is that most women don't know what that 20% is. They pour their energy into grand gestures, trying to prove their worth, when in reality it's only a handful of key actions that truly make a man feel emotionally connected and devoted to you. So let's break it down. How to identify your 20% that truly matters in love. This isn't a guessing game. It's about being intentional, observant, and sometimes brutally honest with yourself. Step 1. Pay attention to his reactions. Ladies, your partner's reactions will tell you everything you need to know. Think back to moments when he was truly happy, deeply connected, or emotionally present with you. These moments are not random. They are clues about what he values most in you and the relationship. For example, did he light up when you expressed appreciation for something he did? Did he become more affectionate after you gave him space and trusted him? Did he start opening up more emotionally when you actively listened, instead of offering solutions? These are signals showing you what your 20% is. Step 2. Listen to what he says and doesn't say. Men are not always great at expressing emotions, but they always give hints. If he frequently says things like, "I love how I can just be myself with you. I appreciate that you trust me to handle things. It means a lot when you notice the little things I do." Pay attention. These comments are revealing the 20% that truly matters to him. On the flip side, if he's saying, "You always seem stressed around me. I feel like I can't make you happy. I don't feel like myself anymore in this relationship," then you might be investing in the wrong 80%. Things that aren't actually strengthening your connection. Step 3. Focus on quality over quantity. Most women think the more they do, the better they believe. If they text him all day, he'll feel loved, plan extravagant dates. He'll be impressed, sacrifice their own happiness for his. He'll cherish them, but that's not how it works. Men don't keep score by quantity. They care about quality. One deeply thoughtful action will mean more than 100 small efforts, done without emotional impact. So instead of bombarding him with constant attention, give him space to crave you. Instead of always being the one to initiate, See what happens when you pull back. Step 4. Notice what makes him take initiative. Another way to find your 20% is to observe when he starts initiating. When does he text you first? When does he plan a date instead of you always doing it? When does he open up emotionally or become extra affectionate? For example, if he starts chasing you after you focus on your own happiness, that's a sign. If he initiates deeper conversations, when you show emotional maturity, take note men naturally reciprocate when they feel safe, appreciated and connected. Step 5. Keep track of what works. The key to mastering this is tracking patterns. If you notice that he raves about how supportive you are, when you give him space to lead, that's your 20%. He keeps mentioning a moment where you stood up for yourself. That's your 20%. He becomes more affectionate after you confidently express your needs. That's your 20%. Your relationship is a pattern. The more you pay attention, the clearer your 20% will become. The universal 20% that most men value in women. While every relationship is unique, there are a few universal things that almost all men value. Consistency not in being predictable, but in being emotionally stable and trustworthy, confidence and independence. Men are drawn to women who have a fulfilling life outside of the relationship. Emotional maturity, knowing how to communicate, set boundaries and handle emotions gracefully. The secret to effortless love. Focus on the right 20%, ladies. Let's talk about something powerful. The difference between what truly matters in love and what's just draining your energy. A man doesn't just want to be appreciated for what he does. He craves to be valued for who he is. He wants to feel that your warmth isn't just surface level. It's the kind that makes him feel at home, at peace and drawn to you effortlessly. But here's the mistake many women make. They waste time on the wrong 80%. These are habits that feel like they're helping, but are actually holding you back. Over-explaining yourself. You don't need to justify everything. Over-texting or over-giving love shouldn't feel exhausting. Trying to fix him. He's either growing on his own or he's not your person. Constantly seeking reassurance. Confidence in yourself is far more attractive. When you drop these, you free yourself. You stop feeling like you're chasing love and start realizing that the right love comes naturally when you focus on the right things. So ask yourself, what's one thing you can start doing today? That's part of your powerful 20%. And what's one thing you can let go of that's been holding you back? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And if this opened your eyes, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more empowering relationship insights. Because when you focus on the right 20%, love becomes easy.